Hey y'all, Classy Curves here, and I will be making this delicious dish today that I call a seafood mountain. Stay tuned on the steps on how I put it together, as well as an update on day 3 and 4 of my weight loss journey. Here we go.
I have this ritual, and every single day before I weigh myself, I read this message to myself, and it just reminds me to love myself no matter what the scale says. And it's basically the biblical version of love. Love is patient, love is kind, love perseveres, it doesn't boast, love never fails. I want to remind myself to love myself no matter how or what the number says. I always have to love me at every single size. And I understand now why the body positivity movement is what it is. So here I am starting off my day with the green smoothie / super greens. And I'm just getting it going. And it's just, actually, you know what? This blender actually does stop on its own. But hey, I just didn't know that one. So I'm lining my pan, starting off with the seafood mountain, right? I always like to line my pan because I don't want to mess up my cute stuff. So the first step is to line your pan, and then after that, you want to go ahead and pour some olive oil inside of a somewhat of a flat pan, like you can see here. And you're going to place the salmon flesh side down in the olive oil. You'll leave that there for about 20 to 25 minutes. Next step is to chop up your crab meat. I was only able to find the imitation crab meat. I wanted to get the fresh kind, but this was a much easier bet, so I just went with that since it was my first time making this dish. Now you can see me adding the mayonnaise, and here you can see me adding chickpea flour. You couldn't see the name, sorry about that, it wasn't in the frame, but I'm adding chickpea flour instead of breadcrumbs. I don't want to consume gluten, so yeah. Hey, look at that egg going there. All right, so now I'm doing adding the coconut aminos, salt, pepper, onion powder, and hot sauce to taste. Now I'm taking some freshly chopped parsley and adding it to the mixture and just mix. Doesn't that look good? All right, so the next step is to remove the skin from the salmon. And then you're just going to slice it into 3 parts. Y'all know that drill at the gym for your arms where you have to like move the ropes? That was that. So now I'm just braiding the 3 strands the same way you braid hair. And I'm just going to mold it, shape it, and then transfer it to the pan. But not before adding lemon slices. So you just want to take some slices of lemon, put them down the pan. It gives the fish an extra little zing to it, but not too much to the point where it overpower it. And then you just place your salmon on top. I actually lost the footage where I seasoned the salmon. Okay, so I seasoned the salmon with seafood seasoning, parsley, and onion powder. So here you can find me just adding the crab mixture to the top of the salmon. And then from there, I am adding some jumbo shrimp, already deveined and with the tail removed. Like so. Pretty straightforward. Oh, this is gonna be so delicious. All right, so the next step is to simply drizzle butter on top. I don't use butter, I actually use ghee instead. So it basically removes a lot of the harmful effects of butter, so I prefer ghee. And then I finish it off with some more seafood seasoning. And then I add some scallions on top just to give it a little bit more texture and some greenery. Look at that. Look at that. This is gonna be great. All right, so this bad boy is going in the oven. Do y'all hear that? That is the sound of greatness being created. Oh. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? This will probably last me a week and a half. I think I'll only eat half of each piece. So that should be enough for 8 days. That's if I eat it every day, which I won't. Ready to get into this. I woke up this morning feeling pretty good. One of the great things about eating clean is I can literally feel the differences every single morning when I wake up. Because when you're getting proper amount of sleep, you actually do burn a lot of your calories towards the end of your sleep pattern. So when you're in the REM sleep. So anyway, when I woke up, I felt great. I was like, oh, I'm excited to get on the scale. But first, let me go check out the mirror, right? So I came over and bam! See, this is one of the first cues that I know. This is how I know that what I'm doing is working. One of the first things, and this is one thing that I do like about my body. See that waist, that indentation? Usually when it comes to weight gain, my stomach and my waist is the last thing to add on, and it's the first thing to go when I decide to lose. So I'm super grateful for that. So I'm seeing results, and I was feeling myself. I'm gonna show you what I did. I was like, still got cellulite, but hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. I'm just happy that I'm having results. And look what my boo got me yesterday. He came by and brought me some flowers, some roses. Aren't they beautiful? I'm gonna go set them by the window so they can get a little sunlight. But yeah, this is day 4 and we're off to a great start. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and make sure that you tap that notification bell so that you can be notified every single time I upload a video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Take care.